Hey Redemption role players, in this video I'm going to go over a few different things. We're going to go over MP clothing and Metaped clothing, and we're also going to go over our clothing store and how it works, as well as our outfit menu and how it works and how it coincides with our clothing menu. So starting off, there is MP clothing. This is your base Red Dead Redemption 2 clothing for the male and female. And then you have Metaped clothing, which are the NPC clothings. MP clothing is dynamic, which means for example, if you have a coat on that is an MP coat and you select an MP vest, that vest will make sure that it is layered underneath the coat as best as it can. Metaped clothing is static, which means it is a model that does not have any sort of give or take to it. If it overlaps with another model, whether it is an MP model or not, it is going to clip. So what we have to do when we're going through and making our outfits is we have to just find what works with each other. Not everything is going to work. You may really, really love the diamond studded jacket, but if you can't find a shirt that works with that specific one, you may not be able to wear a shirt with it. You kind of just have to find what's going to work. You can mix and match between MP and Metaped. You just have to, again, find what works. So starting off, if you're coming to the clothing store for the first time after character creation, you will see a default here. If you don't panic, your stuff's not broken, but you should see an outfit called default. You can keep it, you can delete it. It makes no difference. But what I first want you to do is I want you to come in to create new outfit, and then I just want you to save. You can call it basic, default, naked, whatever you want to call it, but don't add anything or anything. We want this as a SOS, emergency backup, in case we go through and we have some crazy arm mess up. So once you have saved that naked outfit, we're going to go back in. We're going to start creating an outfit where I'm going to explain kind of like the differences of what to look for. There's really only a couple rules with creating an outfit using the clothing menu. The first and most important rule: do not touch this tab. You should not touch this at all. Before you start saying, well, how am I going to keep my feet from clipping or my arms from clipping? I will show you. So let's go ahead and start making a simple outfit for our character here. In all of these sections, going through hats, masks, coats, shirts, all these things, all the MP clothing is going to be at the very end. So as we start scrolling through, these are all MP coats. As you're going through and you're wondering, how do I know what is MP and what is Metaped? Most of the MP clothing will have a variation. Most of the Metaped will not. So if you're coming through here and you're wondering, is this Metaped or is this MP? A clear way to tell is when you go through the variations, if a variation is showing, it is changing colors, not textures. Okay, I'll show you what I mean by that when we get to the hats. We're going to keep going through here, and I saw that this one went through, then no variation, no variation, no variation. So it's safe to say this is the first, or quote unquote, or really the last of the Metaped clothings. So we're going to pick a coat. I like this one. We're going to pick a shirt. And remember, this is a Metaped coat, and these are Metaped shirts that I'm going through right now. And as you can see, they're clipping because they're static. They will also clip with MP because the coat is static. So we're going to find a shirt that we like that works with the coat. This one looks like it works. We're going to rotate around. Looks pretty good. No clipping there. My skin's not clipping through anything. Now, if my skin was clipping, let's say my shoulders were poking out or my chest was poking out, but everything with the clothes looks fine, I'm not going to worry about my body clipping through right now. We're going to pick some pants. We're going to find something that looks good. I like this. And as you can see, I have some pretty bad clipping. I got my no square clipping, I got my calf clipping, my feet clipping, but I'm not going to worry about that because I like these pants. These pants are nice. Last thing we're going to pick for this outfit is a hat. I like this hat. Now, I mentioned earlier that some of the Metaped have a variation slider. And the way you can tell whether something is MP and you're going through and you're like, I'm not sure if I've stopped going or if I've reached the end of Metaped or if I've reached the beginning of MP. The way you can tell is if I was wondering if this was Metaped or MP, I'd go through the variations, and while yes, the colors are changing, really it's not the color, it's the texture. So if we were to zoom in, go up, you can see the texture is what's changing on these. This is more of a leather. That's sort of a leather with some nasty bits on there. A cleaner leather, looks like a splotched or sun damaged leather. And you could go through here and you could change the colors, but that's a good way to tell if something is MP or Metaped. The variations will show if the MP ones will be like intended changes, colors, and sometimes even designs. The Metaped will be just really texture. But now that I've checked, my hat's messed up. It's not the blue and kind of yellow that it was. All I got to do to fix that is go change to a different hat real quick and change back. Now again, I'm not worried about this clipping. Not worried about it at all. Gonna save the outfit, gonna name it anything I want. For this, I'm gonna name it video. And now what I am going to do, so we're gonna come outside. We're gonna go somewhere where it's a little more light. We're gonna open our outfit menu. And in our outfit menu, we got a couple different sections. We got a section that's going to take all of our clothes off. We got a clothes section, and we got a skin section. We're going to start with the top. This is if you need to just have everything taken off for whatever reason. Keep it clean. Go take a bath. It'll toggle all your clothes off and on. And this is important for later on. Then we have our toggles for specific clothing items like our pants, our shirt, our coat. If we want to take our shirt and our coat off at the same time, and our hat. There are more toggles, but it depends on what you are wearing. If I was wearing a gun belt with a belt buckle on it, we would see a option for weapons, which would also unequipped the gun that we have holstered if we have a gun holstered in our gun belt. If I had a bandana, I would see toggle bandana, so on and so forth. What we're going to go over now is the skin tab. And this is why we didn't touch the upper and lower body in the clothing store. This is where we're going to fix clothing or clipping for our skin. So I don't have any clipping on my torso, but if I did, I would just scroll through here until I found something that did not clip with my clothing, and that worked. So for my lower body, I'm going to go through, and the first one looks like it's going to work just fine for me. If I want to see exactly what is changing, I can go and set myself to naked. Just like it in the clothing store, if we change the variation on a Metaped, we have to go back and forth to reset it. And it just takes away the entire lower body. This one is just the knees, thighs, and groin area. This is everything but the feet, so on and so forth. Because my pants are pants plus boots, I'm going to use number 2 for me because that's going to work the best. I'm going to set myself back to not naked. Find the variation that works again, which is 2. And then what we're going to do, after I fixed all the body clipping, we're going to click save. Then we're going to confirm. Now what we've done is, if we had done that in the clothing store, when I would come out here, if I needed to go take my pants off for whatever reason, I ate some chili and had an accident. When I took my pants off, I would have nothing here. But because we only did it in the outfit menu, we are safe. Same thing with the torso. Now the only thing is the models for the clothing are static. So while this is probably a long sleeve shirt, the variation that we're using doesn't have those long sleeves. So when we take our coat off, it's just going to be a sleeveless model. It probably doesn't have a back either. You'll have shirts that are just the collar. So you want to go through and find what works. I am going to have to pay for the whole outfit again. So keep that in mind, and it will not save as a new one. It will save over the one you just selected. If I wanted to add something, say I wanted to add gloves, I'm paying for the whole outfit plus the new item. All right. Ignore that price. We've lowered the prices. What you will have to do when when this change goes to the live server, what you will have to do is come here, and whatever outfits you already have made, that price is going to stay. So it shows the price here of the outfit. My new outfit was only $3. This one is $37. You will have to remake the outfits for the new prices when you are ready. And then once you have, you can delete the old ones. It's up to you. But alright, happy RPing. I hope this better explains the system and how they work. If you need further explanation, feel free to ask the community. Feel free to open a ticket and we'll try our best to help you out. Thank you so much.